Senator David Simmons nominated Senator Gardiner to be the next Senate President.
During his time in the House and the Senate, Senator Gardiner has had a special passion for advocating for children with special needs. He understands and lives the axiom so aptly expounded by Winston Churchill, that we make a living by what we get, but we make a life by what we give. I remember serving in the House with Andy Gardiner when he was pushing for insurance coverage for vital autism services. Prior to 2008, many insurance policies excluded coverage of autism therapy. Senator Gardiner worked fervently to pass SB 2654. He was determined and dedicated and did not give up, even as the end of session neared. His dedication paid off when the bill passed on the last day of session. This legislation requires insurance carriers in Florida to cover evidence-based autism screening, intervention, and treatment for children. The lives of thousands of children and their families have profoundly benefited from his dedication in sponsoring and passing this legislation. Just this last session, he sponsored legislation to give parents more empowerment with their special needs children's educations. The bill, which was signed into law, requires a parent to approve a school's changes to their child's individualized education program and encourages collaboration between parents, private instructors, and the school.
Senator Aaron Bean then seconded Senator Gardiner's nomination. He reminded senators of Andy Gardiner's first campaign for the House in 2000.
To get here, we had similar routes, Andy and I did, separated by a drive on I-4 and I-95. Neither of us were supposed to win, according to the Tallahassee smart people, the press, and the punditry. Especially Andy. He had a four-way primary, then a very tough runoff, and then a well-regarded general election opponent. But the way he did it was very old-fashioned. No television, no radio, no negativity. He talked about what he wanted to do, how he wanted to represent the district where he was born, where his grandparents had settled, where his mom and dad had raised him, where he and Camille would raise their family. And the way he did it, the old-fashioned way, was to go door to door and knock and introduce himself and ask questions and give straight answers, and above all, to listen. Because these were his neighbors, his parents' friends, his community. These were the people that watched him grow up. Andy, I know, we all know that all of your family and friends here from back home in Orlando and across the state are so very, very proud of you. Mr. President, I'm confident that Andy Gardiner will lead the Senate in the best interest of the people of the state of Florida, and I am proud to second his nomination for President of the Florida Senate.